Hi, this is David Green here, and we're going to talk about the best resume format that suits you. And your resume format is really important, and you want to find the best resume format that fits you because you want to have the right resume format that highlights your skills and your experience in the best light possible. Okay, and you have to choose between really three different types of resumes here. Number one, the chronological resume, the functional resume, and then the combination resume. I'm going to show you an example of each one so you can get a really good idea of which one is best for you. Depending on your situation and your circumstance and your job search, you'll be able to choose one that will work out for you. And so here's a chronological resume here. This is for good, relevant work experience. So as you can see here, from the top here on down, you see 1998 present on down. So chronological starts with the most recent job at the top and then begins to drop down and goes to the one prior to that and then the one that's prior to that. All right, so this is all relevant work experience. I mean, I wouldn't put more than two industries on a chronological resume. You want to focus mainly on one type of career. If you've been like going to different types of careers, like I said before, if they have transferable skills and both of those skills apply to the job that you're applying for, definitely put that field on there. But I will focus on one field if one or two fields at the most. All right, so that's a chronological resume, and like I said, the key to this is just the most recent job on down, then the next recent, then the next recent, and then however many that are relevant to whatever you're applying for. Okay. Then next is the functional resume. Now, a functional resume, the key to this is that it focuses on skills. All right. So it focuses on the skills more than anything else. It doesn't focus on the experience pretty much at all. It focuses on the skills, and this is good for career or employment gaps, or if you're doing a career change. So a lot of people wonder now, because of the recession and they've been out of work for a while and it's been hard to find a job, whether they should use a functional resume since they've been out for a while and they have this gap. Well, the one thing about that is that most employers understand now because of the hard times that's happening right now, that most people are going to be out of work for 6 months to a year. So that's expected now. Beforehand, it wasn't quite expected, and they might wonder why it took so long for you to actually have a job. But now it's kind of expected. So if you have 2 years, a 2 year gap, then you might want to think about maybe doing a functional resume. But other than that, I wouldn't worry about it. But this type of resume focuses on skills, and so it's great for career changes, as far as bringing the transferable skills that you had in your prior profession onto the new career that you're actually looking to get and to actually presume your career in. So lastly, we have the combination resume. Now the combination resume is the chronological and the functional both in one. That's why they call it a combination resume. And as you can see here, this resume begins off talking about skills, so it's very similar to the functional. But then you see at the bottom here that you see the chronological aspect of this resume where it actually talks about the volunteer here, and then also the the work experience down here. Now you can see that this person didn't want to focus too much on their experience because most of their experience is coming through volunteering. So they wanted to mainly focus on their skills, and that's why they chose to do a combination type of resume, which is very, very smart. So, I mean, if you have very little experience or no experience, you might want to think about doing a combination type of resume. And no experience, if you have no experience at all, you probably want to go ahead and do a functional resume because that would just highlight your skills if you have no experience at all. But if you have a little bit of experience, you want to use a combination type of resume that focuses on your skills and maybe the accomplishments as well that you've done in your career. So that's the three resumes: the chronological, the functional, and then also the combination resume. And be very wise in choosing which one you want to choose. The most popular one is the chronological, as you and I recommend the chronological if you have, you know, a chronological order in your career. You don't have any gaps or anything like that, and you're not changing your career. I definitely recommend that you do a chronological resume. That is the most commonly known resume that's handed into an employer. They usually want to see that type of order. So that is the one that I recommend. If of course you have a work history that's relevant to the job that you're actually applying for. All right. So with that said, make sure that you highlight your skills and your experience with the proper format. Here's a little bit of info about me. My name is David Green. I'm a hiring manager, author, and career success coach. I've actually helped thousands of job seekers overcome their biggest job search obstacles and barriers to quickly receive their desired job. And the reason why I do this is because I once was laid off without notice, and the odds were completely stacked against my resume. And I was going to nearly lose everything if I didn't find the right job fast. Right now, I'm on a mission to help struggling job seekers find more ideal jobs in their local area, get more job interviews, and win more hot job offers during these tough times. So, if that sounds interesting and you want more proven job search tips, strategies, and secrets from me, click the link in the gray profile box to the right of this video, and I will talk to you again very soon.